Hi everyone. It's been a long time since I've done any vids, several months at least. Right now it's the 24th of April 2012. I probably stopped doing vids maybe in January, something like that. So it's been a while. The reason that I stopped doing videos is why I'm doing this video. I wanted to let you know, all my fans and my subs, the reason that I disappeared for many months was we kind of got a low blow health-wise in our family. My father got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, which is one of the worst types of cancer anybody can have. It's fatal, generally all the time, whenever you get this stuff. My dad died. He did die. And it was a combination of the pancreatic cancer that metastasized and went into other parts of his body. But the thing that killed him was about February 17th, we went to get a CT scan. You know, one of those fancy scans where they put you in a tube. And when we got the scan done, we were basically doing it for a update on what my dad's progress was with respect to the cancer. And they told us to go to the emergency ward immediately after the test. Immediately after the test, they told us to go immediately to the emergency ward. I'll spit it all out. Long story short, they told us to go to emergency for an emergency surgery for a bowel blockage. And turns out that when we got to the hospital, the doctors determined that there was nothing they could do. And they kept him for a night and then released him the following day. The reason that they determined there was nothing they could do is because there was a perforation, a hole in his bowel. They're not sure how long it was there, but the hopelessness came from the fact that not only did he have pancreatic cancer, which is one of the worst types of cancer, he was in stage 4, which is pretty much terminal, but he had sepsis, which is a result of a perforation in a bowel, and that's where all the bad stuff in your intestines goes into your abdomen and basically poisons you to death, gives you blood poisoning. And the doctors didn't know how long my father had been in that state, but it was long enough. It was too long. So what ended up killing my dear father on the 16th of April 2012, around 6:30 a.m. in the morning, was complications due to sepsis. And he passed away. So I've been preoccupied for months with this cancer thing and just trying to find reasons why and trying to research alternative methods to heal it, cure it. Didn't want to go the conventional route. My mom and dad decided they didn't want to do that. So we were investigating alternative methods. We had discovered many, and we were in the process of using those protocols. But as it turns out, it was all for naught, all for nothing, because sepsis, a hole in the bowel, is pretty much a life sentence, or a death sentence, I should say. If it's caught early enough, you might be able to get away with it, but being that my dad was a cancer stage 4 patient as it was just a nail in his coffin. And I'm sorry to say that he lost the battle, but he passed peacefully as one can pass, under hospice care, and we were all surrounding him in his last hours. We weren't actually present when he passed, but we were only probably maybe less than an hour away from when we saw him last. We had been with him up all night, and about 4:30 a.m. decided to maybe catch some winks. All of us decided to go to bed, and my mom was going to sit up with him, and she fell asleep basically while she tried sitting up with him. And so we all basically got the bad news about 2 hours later. It was about 6:30 when I got back over to my dad's bedside, and I felt his forehead, the top of his head was still warm. So he had recently passed, and we were all in shock. We were all very, very upset, but we all understand that, life is temporal. It's temporary, and nobody lives forever. And we kind of expected that this worst would be the case, and as it is, it turned out to be a fatal illness for my father, coupled with this other issue that popped up. So I apologize to all my fans and my subs. I'm going to try to get back into the swing of things. I just got to readjust a little bit. I'm still kind of thrown for a loop, and I'm in a tizzy. I'm kind of in a fog. I'm kind of frazzled, if you will. Don't really know what to do. Kind of looked at the phone a few times. My cell phone still got my dad's number programmed into it, and I felt like calling him a few times. He's not there. These kinds of things I'm going through. It's kind of like a roller coaster right now, so bear with me. I'll try to get back into the swing of things. As far as the peppers themselves, I did not have a chance to really sprout any peppers this year, I'm afraid to say. I'm ashamed to say, and so I don't have any fresh pepper pod tests to provide for any of you guys, and so it's probably not going to be till next year that I get to doing the fresh pod tests. But my apologies. Just letting you know, this is what happened. Life is short. Be good to everyone you meet, as I say on the ends of my vids, because we never know. When your time is up, your time is up, and this all happened so fast for my dad that I'm just kind of like, my head's still spinning. And it's all like a dream, a bad dream. So my apologies again to all of you. I'll be back. Just please bear with me. And you can, any of you want to send good thoughts or prayers my way, that would really be appreciated, because we could use it. Until I talk to you next time, take care all. Be good, and don't forget, be good to everyone you meet. Life is short. Real short.